Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're talking about idioms for Cambridge Advanced. During the video, there are some great tips on how to use idioms and some tasks for you to complete. And remember, if you're studying for a Cambridge exam or you want to know any more about it, I highly recommend subscribing to Home Studies. We also invite you to turn on the notifications so you don't miss any new videos and give us a like. Idioms are an important part of English, and some even call them the backbone of English. For English learners, idioms can seem difficult, but once you understand the meaning of a phrase, it's hard to forget it. Think of how memorable and interesting idioms are in your own language. How great would it be to use them in English too? When and how can I use idioms in the advanced exam though? Idioms are often used and rewarded in exam formats because they show and prove a deeper understanding of English. At an advanced level, it is important to have some idioms at your disposal. So today, we're going to look at some common idioms and how you can use them in your writing, specifically in an informal letter. But before we look at how to add idioms to an informal letter, let's have some fun. Here are some idioms. Underneath are two definitions, one correct, one incorrect. Have a look through and choose the correct answer. Let's go. Our first idiom is kill two birds with one stone. Now, does this mean to have one solution that can solve two problems, or to do two things at the same time and fail at both? The answer is A. And here's an example. I had so many things to do yesterday that I was really grateful when I killed two birds with one stone and picked my brother up on the way back from the market. Our next idiom is don't count your chickens before they hatch. So does this mean don't depend completely on one idea, plan or person, or don't make plans that depend on the success of something else? And the answer is B. So my friend Jane is desperate to get married. Yesterday she told me she wants to throw an engagement party, even though Bill hasn't even proposed yet. I told her not to count her chickens. Wait until the ring is on your finger. The next one is hold your horses. So does this mean try to get a really difficult situation under control, or tell someone to wait and think before making a decision? The answer is B. So a good friend of mine decided he wanted to buy a car. He's one of those really spontaneous people who acts first and thinks later. He called me to say he found the right car, but it was the first car he looked at and he'd only seen it online. So I said, Tom, hold your horses. Wait before making such a big decision. Our next idiom is don't poke the bear. And poke means to push something with your finger. So, does it mean don't annoy someone who is already angry or stressed? Or don't do something when you're angry? The answer is A. So an example, Samantha is already annoyed we are late for dinner. Let's wait till later to tell her we forgot to bring the dessert. We don't want to poke the bear. Let the cat out of the bag. So does that mean to throw someone a surprise party or to reveal a secret or surprise? It's B. So Darren was so looking forward to surprising Jill with a luxury holiday, but the cat was let out of the bag when the travel agent called Jill for her passport details. Another cat idiom, you can't swing a cat in here. So does that mean not much space left in a room or lots of space in a room? It means A. So an example is, my first flat was so small you couldn't swing a cat. There was only enough room for a sofa bed and a small table. I had to keep my clothes in the kitchen. A favourite idiom in the UK, it's raining cats and dogs. So does that mean it's raining a lot or it might rain? It's A. So when my friend Jennifer was in Naples, she saw a thunderstorm like she'd never seen before. It came out of nowhere and rained cats and dogs for 15 minutes. She said that the whole of the town square was flooded almost instantly. Smell something fishy. This is one of my favourite idioms. So does it mean be suspicious about a situation, or it smells really bad in here? It's actually A. So when my brother and I were younger, we would play tricks on our mum, like swapping the sugar for the salt, but she could always smell something fishy by the looks on our faces, and we never managed to trick her, not once. So now we're going to look at how can we use idioms in a practical way in our writing. So here's an example of an informal letter that's good, but could be even better by replacing the underlined expressions with animal idioms, like the ones we've just looked at. Why don't you have a go at doing it? Pause the video and then press play when you're ready to check your answers. So let's check your answers. Dear Jane, what a crazy week it's been. We've been trying to organise Michaela's surprise birthday party, but it's been quite difficult. Firstly, Michaela smelled something fishy when she accidentally opened a parcel for me with 100 balloons inside. I had to pretend they were for some new art project I wanted to try. We had planned on having a barbecue in my garden, but then the weather forecast said it would be raining cats and dogs all afternoon. My mum suggested bringing the party inside, but with 30 guests, there wouldn't be room to bring a cat. Also, if we couldn't use the barbecue, how are we going to cook for 30 people? Anyway, thank goodness my Uncle Stuart said we should have the party at his house. He's got a big garage where we can use the barbecue if it rains and a well-sized living room, so we've killed two birds with one stone. Now let's hope nobody lets the cat out of the bag to Michaela before the big day. Looking forward to seeing you at the party. Love, Gina. What do you think of the letter with the new idioms? I love it. It sounds much better and much more real, which is really the goal of an informal letter. Thank you so much for watching our video, and we really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.